Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Backlash. So this is the first of the co-branded pay-per-views as WWE returns to the co-branded pay-per-view model. And this is the first pay-per-view of the next generation that we have started here in WWE. It is a very exciting show. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's run it. In a decent match, the club defeated the Bar in 15:25 when Carl Anderson defeated Cesaro by pinfall with a magic killer. The club win the WWE Raw Tag Team titles. So we start out with the Raw Tag Team title match because I wanted to start out with a very strong match, and this was a strong match. 63C, happy with that. The Bar performed significantly better than the club did, but I'm happy with the club having the tag team titles. So the club win the gold here. And we move on to our next segment. Luke Gallows is the weak link, struggling to keep up. He only performed at a 55, which I'm a little upset with, but, I mean, it's tag team wrestling. Not too bad. In about that, it's subpar wrestling and little heat. Andrade Cien Almas defeated Sin Cara in 9:25 by pinfall with a split-legged corkscrew senton. That is a mouthful. Corey Graves and Tom Phillips have pretty good chemistry when calling matches together. It was a 56C- for the debut of Andrade Cien Almas on the main roster. He's not suited to his gimmick, apparently, but that was pretty good. Now, what was supposed to go before that was this. Zelina Vega and Andrade Cien Almas enter the arena, and Zelina says, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the future of WWE, Andrade Cien Almas." Andrade wants to issue a challenge to any member of the SmackDown Live roster who wants to be the first of many to fall to Andrade in his quest to conquer the WWE and capture the WWE Championship. So come on down. So that was supposed to be before the match, but you guys got the match before this. Zelina Vega underperformed. I'm not happy about that, her microphone skill. But regardless, 48D+, that's pretty decent for the official main roster debut of Andrade Cien Almas. Now we move to our next segment. And about that, a decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Ty Dillinger defeated Jinder Mahal in 12:28 by pinfall with a running Death Valley driver. Ty Dillinger wins the WWE United States Championship. So I need to change that into the tiebreaker. But he gets a 42, Jinder Mahal gets a 63. Wow, Jinder performed really well. I should have kept the belt on Jinder. But I digress. Jinder Mahal loses the US title to Ty Dillinger, 52D+. We are working our way up the card. Hopefully the matches start getting better quality. Ty Dillinger rolls out of the ring and the referee hands him the United States Championship. Dillinger grabs it and holds it high in the air as the fans cheer, Ty finally winning the title. Ty Dillinger did a masterful job improvising interactions with the crowd. 76C+ angle got the crowd hotter. I'm happy with that. So Dillinger is just making his way to the back, holding the championship up high. The crowd's giving him a nice ovation as he finally tastes gold in the WWE. The pictureless Paul Ellering introduces the WWE Universe to the Authors of Pain, the most destructive force in NXT history, and warns the tag teams of Raw about their impending doom. 65C, Paul Ellering was very underwhelming, but the angle got the crowd hotter. Akam and Razor make their official main roster debut in a match next, and I regret Paul Ellering not getting a picture. In about that, at subpar wrestling and little heat, the Authors of Pain defeated Rhino and Slater in 3:57 when Razor defeated Rhino by submission. Should have been pinfall, not submission. But regardless, they did a pretty nice match for their first match on the main roster. 45 and 42. We have time to build them up, though. Rhino got a 55, Slater got a 48. Overall match was a 49D+. I'm happy with that for their debut. Good job on the Authors of Pain. So 2 NXT debuts here tonight. And we'll just keep it rolling. In a poor match, the Bludgeon Brothers defeated Breezango in 12:06 when Rowan defeated Fandango by pinfall with The Way. The Bludgeon Brothers make defense number 1 of their WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles. Harper carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. He had a 64, which is very good. Upper 40s for everyone else. 60C overall for the match. I was hoping Breezango would perform a little bit better than that, but I'm still happy with them. Finn Balor runs into Gallows and Anderson backstage. And Balor says, "Great work out there, boys. Those Raw Tag Team titles look good on you two." And Gallows says, "Thanks, Finn. You sure you don't want any help out there in your match tonight?" And Balor says, "I appreciate the offer, but I can beat a chump like Seth Rollins on my own." Balor walks away laughing. Gallows and Anderson are talking to each other as he walks away, kind of looking at him. Balor came across well. He's not suited to his gimmick. The Raw Tag Team Championship storyline has advanced with the segment and gained heat. I keep forgetting to add new storylines, but Raw has storylines, SmackDown doesn't, unfortunately. 74B-, happy with that. In about that decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Charlotte Flair defeated Mickie James in 20:48 by submission with a figure 8 leg lock. Charlotte Flair makes defense number 2 of her WWE SmackDown Women's title. 71C+, very happy with that. Charlotte clearly carried the match because she had the 71. Mickie James had a 55, but I'm happy with that. Giving the women a long match here to showcase them. Charlotte Flair barely beats Mickie James. After the match, Alexa Bliss attacks Charlotte from behind. Oh my lord, why is Charles Robinson in this angle and not Charlotte Flair? Oh god, I keep making these mistakes. I'm sorry guys, this is on me. Attacks Charlotte from behind. Mickie James joins in on the beatdown. Alexa puts Charlotte in a Boston Crab while Mickie James shouts in her face. They leave Charlotte in the ring. Charlotte is holding her back. She's on the ground. She can't exactly get up, but she's injured in the ring. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James injure her. Charles Robinson is the placeholder for Charlotte Flair. I apologize for that. That was my fault. Charles Robinson did not come out of this looking good, clearly, because he was not supposed to be in this angle. So Charlotte looks like she might be hurt in the ring after the match. Interesting stuff. In about that superb wrestling and great heat, Seth Rollins defeated Finn Balor in 1941 by pinfall with a curb stomp. Seth Rollins makes defense number 2 of his WWE Intercontinental title. 80B, very happy with that. There were times where there was a definite lack of psychology on display and the match had a tendency to drift a little bit. I think I set this one to be spectacle because I wanted it to be really good, and it was really good. Seth Rollins got a 92, Finn Balor got an 81. It got the crowd buzzing. I'm very happy with that. The storyline advanced. The fact that they both outperformed the match rating, though, upsets me a little bit, but that's because there was the lack of psychology at times. Very happy with that, though. Seth Rollins beats Finn Balor. After the match, Rollins is handed the Intercontinental title. He helps Balor up to his feet and extends a hand to shake Balor's hand. Finn Balor spits in his face, slaps his hand away, and walks out of the arena to a chorus of boos. So Finn Balor looks like he might be going full heel here. Performance of Seth Rollins was good. He clearly enjoyed having the freedom to go off script and performed well. A 90, very happy with that. In a terrible match, Carmella defeated Ruby Riott in 9:02 by submission with a modified head scissors. Carmella makes defense number 1 of her Raw Women's title. Not a lot good to say about this match. Brought the fans back down a little, which we tried to do. We wanted to calm the crowd here after that hot angle and hot match between Rollins and Balor. 41 for Carmella, 40 for Ruby Riott. It got a 44D, and I'm not happy with that, but it happened, so I have to be happy with that. Carmella is gloating after the match. When Nia Jax's music hits, Nia runs down to the ring. Carmella runs out of the ring and escapes through the crowd with a Raw Women's Championship. So Nia Jax has been cleared to compete again, and she is coming after Carmella and her Raw Women's title. The angle got the crowd hotter. 59C. Happy with that. Now we really need to start picking it back up with our 2 main events. In about that, had good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. AJ Styles defeated Chad Gable in 20:59 by pinfall with a springboard 450 splash. AJ Styles makes defense number 2 of his WWE title. 78B, happy with that. 87 from Styles, 65 from Gable. So lifting the match didn't achieve much as they were already pretty hot, and I wanted to lift it before the main event. So this match, I really just wanted to give Gable the rub of getting in there with AJ Styles in the next generation. Gable is someone that I feel can be the future of this company, and so I want to push him accordingly, and I feel like this was an important step, giving him that first title shot, getting him in there with the main event, getting him working the main event style, and getting him a little bit more over by having him face the guy AJ Styles. So 78B, I'm happy with that. Great match from Gable, good match from AJ Styles. Now we move on to the post-match. AJ Styles picks up Chad Gable, raises his hand, and points to him. You know, kind of how they do when they do the torch passing. Styles leaves Gable alone in the ring and claps as he makes his way back up the ramp. Gable stands in the ring. I spelled the wrong. There is no R in the word the. And gets an ovation from the crowd. So the crowd are very happy with Gable's performance. They respect the hell out of Gable. He tried his heart out and just couldn't get it enough. But they respect Gable. The fans love Gable, and Gable may slowly be turning face. Angle got the crowd hotter. AJ Styles came across well. 83B+. Very happy with that segment. In about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Brock Lesnar defeated Roman Reigns in a cage match in 15:44 by pinfall with an F5. Brock Lesnar makes defense number 2 of his WWE Universal title. Brock Lesnar was exhausted by the end of a 15-minute match. I did have them go all out, though. And I can't remember if I did steal the show or just an all-out match, but got the crowd buzzing. They had good chemistry. Heyman and Lesnar did. Reigns was visibly tiring towards the end. Match had very little drama or flow to it, as nobody had the psychology to take proper control. Great. 82 from Roman Reigns, 76 from Brock Lesnar. 75 B-. Not happy with that. I was hoping it would be better than that, as they have an all-out war in the ring, and Brock Lesnar beats Roman Reigns yet again. I think Brock Lesnar needs to be booked a little better. He needs shorter matches. He was totally exposed by the length of this one. Clearly. Brock Lesnar leaves Roman Reigns beaten in the steel cage. Roman struggles to his knees while clinging to the ropes. Brock goes back in, hits him with another F5, and then throws him into the cage wall, which collapses to the floor, so Roman going through the cage wall. Brock Lesnar then leaves, and the focus is on Roman, who can barely move, and the show ends on Roman being put onto a stretcher. So the funny thing is, I actually put this show together before the Greatest Royal Rumble, and I have not had a chance to run the show and commentate it until now, which, now looking back at it, that's similar to what wound up happening in the match. Brock wins, and Roman goes through the steel cage wall. I promise you I had this book before that happened. This was all part of the story I was building. 100 A-star, very happy with that. Lesnar and Heyman had good chemistry, gained heat. Hopefully this can save the show. I'm expecting a B out of the show, but I know it could be worse than that. B82 increased our popularity in 19 regions. I'm happy with that. The Next Generation makes its first strike here tonight, as we have a lot of interesting matchups and a lot of good directions to go after this. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys, and we'll see what it got on the WWE Network. Alright, so Backlash 2018 was held in Massachusetts in the TD Garden Arena, which I can only assume is in Boston, in front of 19,028 fans, a sellout crowd. On the WWE Network, it got a 10.94, which was 8.2 million viewers. The show also got an 82B, so I want to thank you guys for watching this show. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Hit that like button, comment down below, letting me know what you guys want to see me do in the future. And so, I will see you guys at the first Monday Night Raw after Backlash pretty soon.